Okay, here I come again with the second part. Somehow I was doing a Facebook recording and it said it was already maximized. So the max size, and so I just kind of stopped there. I didn't know if I can continue on, but I'll continue on with this other video. It's supposedly unlimited, so it was just telling me about Facebook. The size of Facebook wasn't allowing it to be any greater than that. But like I was saying, I was experiencing all these things, um, seeing love, and because of my disobedience and all that, I lost it. I lost that gift that God gave me. I lost it, completely gone. And it was slowly going away. And I had questioned him, like, what happened? And he had told me he didn't give it to me so that I could be smart or intelligent to know the things to make the work better. But to go into the world, to leave my job and to go into the world and spread the word, speak the truth. I was like, wow, I'm probably going to get this back again. Because, he told me because of my disobedience, he took it away. And yes, I was happy that I received it. I was asking for it, so I received it. So I'm saying that nothing's impossible with God. With God, nothing's impossible. I was able to see that. I never heard anybody experience that, and I know why. Because I haven't came across one, but also because I know the way people are not asking God. They're asking for things of the world and not asking for spiritual things. They're not asking for things that do matter. Everything in this world does not matter. An object does not matter. The things you can touch, feel, see with your own eyes, like you're able to touch it too, grab it. None of that matters. This is just like a dream waking up to a real dream. The real dream, into real life. This is like a room in a house. You can have all that now, but once you step out the room, you no longer have those things. This is just like, and there's many things I can talk about. I can compare it to so many things, so many ways. But this is just temporarily. Everything, even the hat I'm wearing, the skin. People think I'm crazy because this skin is just like, this body just, I know is just, I'm in a costume, basically. I'm just wearing this costume. As long as I'm on earth, I have this costume on. And if I don't want this area to be missing, or this area to be missing, or this piece to be missing out of my body, or damage, or ruin, or dirty, I gotta take care of it. I gotta take care of my costume. You can get a tear on your costume. You can get it damaged. It can get cut, sliced, burnt, whatever. Take care of your costume. If you want to have this costume on while you're living on this earth, take care of it. Don't mistreat it. Don't give it to everybody else to use it. For those who know what I'm talking about, don't allow no one to be using your body for pleasure, for gain. That's why a lot of people are gonna suffer when you depart from this world. Because the way you treat your body here, the way which we call the temple, so the way that you take care of your temple, the way you love your temple, the way you want to use your temple, it's going to be a lot worse when you go to where it's going to be taken to. If you don't like your body, you're gonna know it by the way you use your body, and you give it to people to use it for money, for good, for whatever. That body, your soul, that living inside, because this body stays on earth. It's just gonna rot there. But your soul is gonna go where it needs to go. It can go to hell, heaven, or eternal darkness. And if you don't like your body, it will be tortured over there, just as you didn't like it here. And they can do whatever they want to it. Those enemies, those warlocks, those demons, they're weird. They're ugly. They're like, it's scary. That place is scary. Those different types of creatures and animals, whatever they are, they all designed in a scary way. They can do whatever they want to your body. You will be tortured forever. You will pay every penny of it. Now, we're going to talk about 3. We're going to talk about, and probably a lot of people don't know about this. You got the unbelievers, you got the believers, and the believers. Let me explain that. The non-believers, God says you're already condemned. That means you're already going straight to hell. You're going to perish there. If you die on this earth, if you've gone from this earth, and you not had yet believed, you're one of those unbelievers, you're going you know where. Eternal fire. Everlasting fire. Everlasting fire. You're going to perish there. You're going to die there. You're going to be tortured there. You're going to be in agony. You're going to be... They got it worse, I think. I believe. But then you got the believers. Then you got the other believers. So this believer goes to heaven. There's a middle one. So unbelievers, true believers, and then not too sure believers. So you got the believer that goes to heaven. Those are the ones that make it to heaven with God on his throne, eating supper, dining in the table. Those are the ones going to make it. Those are the holy ones. God's kingdom, God's heaven is holy. No stains, no dirty, no wickedness, no foolishness, no disobedience. 100% holy. You might look at me like that's impossible, but everything with God is possible. I explained that also. With all these videos I'm going to make, it's just to help one another as brothers and sisters in Christ, to help the world understand and know that God is not playing games. He said what he said. He told you what it was going to be done. And as for everyone to know the truth. And he is the truth. So there's no lie. So I'm just hoping many captivate or open your mind and say, hey, whoa, I didn't think it was as serious. He's a strict father. He does not play games. He loves you. He's straight strict. He's letting you know this is this and this and that. If you don't, this is what's gonna happen. He's just being real, and he's not trying to make you feel comfortable here. He's just letting you know you have to do your part. You have to. So you got the believers that keep themselves holy all the way through. That means when they died on this earth, when they departed from here, they were holy. No sin. They had asked for forgiveness. The last minutes, they were in forgiveness. And the moment they died, they were clean. They were free from sin. There's time in your life, even a minute or two, or even 5 minutes, it doesn't matter, even a couple seconds, you being in a holy position. When you ask God for forgiveness with all your heart, you really repented with everything. You repented, you asked God for forgiveness, cleaned your body clean. When He forgave you for everything. I mean, at that moment you prayed and you asked for your heart and everything you knew that you sinned against God. You asked for forgiveness for all those sins. And at that moment you got washed and cleaned completely. At that moment you re-cleaned again. He just like threw you in the washer and took you right back out. When you came back out, you were now holy. You're clean. Until you sin again. As soon as you sin, let's say you have a little stain on your clothes again. You can't make it. But in those seconds, those minutes that you were able to be holy, if God was to allow to take you in that moment, or you were to just die in that moment from your own wickedness and foolishness, from the enemy that took you. When I say the enemy can take you too. Don't think that God's always taking everybody. No, that's not God's purpose. God's purpose is for no one to perish. So when an enemy takes your life, because you're not with God. Okay, you're not with them. When you're sinning, you're serving the devil, the Satan. When you're holy, you're serving God. You can step off and you can step back on. Just being real. When you're clean and your life gets taken away from this earth, you're making it. You're holy. You're making it. Now, there's things that are going to happen that God's probably going to might talk to you about, might say something, might just walk in. I don't know. A lot of this stuff are not being revealed to me. The things that are being revealed, I'm sharing it with you. So now, those are the ones that are holy. That's what it says. Keep watch. Keep watch. That means stay awake. That means keep yourself holy. Even if you sin 3-4 times a day. Because you were weak. Because you failed. Because you were trying. And someone just came and tempted you. Whatever reason you fail. Once you fail, you know you sin on one thing. In that moment, say, God, forgive me. Forgive me, I was weak. Forgive me, this person just tempted me. Ask for forgiveness so you may stay clean again. As you're walking and you fail again, you fall. You fall short again. And you sin, ask God for forgiveness right then. Don't do it again. You can't ask for forgiveness and keep doing it just because, oh, a guy's going to forgive me. It doesn't work that way. He knows your heart. He knows if you're really sorry. And the person that's really sorry doesn't really try to do it again. It doesn't do it again or it doesn't try to do it again. Because one thing, you could be weak. That could be like one of your weakest area in your life that you fall short all the time. But with God, it's possible that you don't fall no more. The more you seek God, the more you will be better. Trust me, the more perfect you will be. God said you have to be perfect as Him. Perfect as your teacher. Perfect as your master. You cannot be greater than Him. No. You can be perfect, yes. That means you got to seek God all the time for this perfection. You can make it. You can be holy. You can die holy. You can make it. A lot of people are not going to make it. That's just, it's written already. Just because the hardness of their heart. Just because their wickedness, their foolishness, their disobedience. Just because of those things, they're not going to make it. And it's sad to know that. But the bad and worst part is, the saddest part is that we don't even know who are those people. It could be your children. It could be your mother, your father, your brother, your sisters, your friends. It could be anybody. That's why we got to pray for everybody. What you bound on earth, bound in heaven. That means you got to pray. You got to be on top of all the people you're caring about. It's good to pray for the world. It's good to pray for as much people you can. Because God's purpose is to make everybody get there. And if our prayers can get a lot of them in there, then we're doing good. And that's good. Pray for people we don't even know. Pray for states you don't even know of. That you don't know the people of. You're just praying for that state. That they make it. Pray for the United States that they all make it. Or pray for the whole world that they all will make it. The more you pray for everybody, the more you're holding in your prayer, the more God's like, ooh, I can't just take these people. I can't allow these people just to perish. There's a prayer on these people. This person over here cares about all these people here. This person has been faithful to me. This person has been very good to me. I'm going to do everything possible to get them close to me. Right? Abraham, when God was going to destroy the city, Lot was there with his wife and them. And he said, are you going to destroy that while he's in there? Even if there's like 50 people that are just and everybody else is unjust, you're still going to say, I won't destroy it. Even though there was 30, 20, he was giving them all these numbers to the lowest numbers. And God said no. The angel said he would not destroy it. Because there's 1, 2, 3 just people there. He would not destroy the city. He would not destroy those people. Ain't that like merciful God? Ain't that like a true God? And he's a just God. So he's a just God. That's what they were talking about, Abraham, in that time, that moment. Isn't God a just God? And how can he destroy that temple, that place, with the just people being in it? He said he will not. But the moment that there's not one just person in there, I think it's telling me I maxed it. Maybe I got too many videos in my phone. That's why it doesn't allow me to do more longer videos. But as soon as there's no just, he will destroy it. He will take those people. Gone. They're not doing any good for him. They're not doing any good for God. They're not going to do it. They're just too wicked in their heart. That's why our prayers need to be important. The more we can get into heaven, the better. But your job is going to be your job. Your responsibility is your responsibility. Your calling will be your calling. Whatever God wants you to do. Now, I was talking about you got to be holy. Now you got the other believers. Those are the believers that did not make it to heaven.